depends on if we are doing an intensive recruitment process or not. If we are, I usually start my day with preparing myself for the remote interview, which lies at the heart of a whole recruitment process. I go over the list of questions I prepare in order to focus on the most important areas of specializations I need to ask about and explore during the phone call, just to find the perfect match for a client. And I'm talking about the linguist. And then once the time of the call comes, in the meantime, on the basis of what I hear, I update the candidate's profile in our database. And later on, I also educate him or her in the way Argos works. It's pretty new. We started doing that quite recently, but it really facilitates future cooperation between Argos and our partners. Apart from that, there are different little and more complicated tasks I involve myself in, like getting back to translators with answers to their questions, stepping in some situations when there is miscommunication involved, assisting our PMs with recommendations, for example, for given projects. So. But all in all, it all depends on the day, and it all needs to be prioritized accordingly. Daily challenges. Well, I think whenever there's time pressure involved, and in this industry, well, it very often comes into action. So, for example, there is a rare language combination. Let's say it's German into Thai or Malay, and it's very narrow specialization, like, for example, network management. And there is also time pressure involved. Then we really need to conduct a comprehensive research, very focused search of a particular linguist or an agency. So that complicates the whole, let's say, undertaking of finding the perfect match for Argos. So that will be challenge number one. Just to paraphrase, language combination in the rare specialization. Other than that, for example, when there is unresponsiveness involved, so I really need to get an answer from a person we're cooperating with or an agency we're cooperating with, and they're reluctant to do so. So that will be challenge number two. So I think number one would be to be literate in capitals. Argos team really works with capitals a lot, and we require linguists to be maybe not the master of the capital, but at least to be literate and to know what you're doing in a given tool. Number two tip would be to specialize. So if you take into account your portfolio, try to pick maximum 3 specializations that you'll feel strong in, that you feel competent in, and just push it further and try to be even better and better in those 3, maximum 3, remember. And number 3 tip would be to update your portfolio or your CV or whatever, you name it, profile, on a regular basis, because in this way we ensure that information you provide is up to date, and will be able to launch the cooperation on the basis of what you're working in and what you're active in at the moment. What I most like about my job is human factor, and I've always liked being around people, working with people and for the people, and this is the most rewarding part of what I do. And I'm not only talking about conducting remote interviews and getting into contact with our partners, like, as I said, LSPs or or independent language professionals, but also here in the company, between the departments. I really like the moments when the activities of each department intersect, and you can see that you're in the same organization and you work to the same goal, to achieve the same goal, which is to deliver accurate translations on time.